my favorite scholars. Hi, welcome back. I am so thankful that I get to use technology and be able to reach out to you in this way to tell you how much I've been thinking about you and let you know that I understand how hard it can be to get news that school is closed for the rest of the year, scholars. And if we had the opportunity to still meet in class at school, I would be able to give you our free hugs or high five, our fist bumps, and really be able to give you guys comfort and talk to you guys and show you compassion in person. But since I am not able to do that and we're not able to meet, I wanted to make this video for you guys today instead of doing our high frequency word practice to really just let you know that that I really, really care about how you guys are feeling. I hope that you guys would think to take your time and know that it's okay to feel sad. Know that I am thinking of you and planning things to help support you. So many caring adults from school are really thinking about you guys. We're having meetings and just planning things to make sure that you get through this time with as many smiles and as much positivity and support as possible. So please know that and hear that from me today. I miss you guys so much. And I'm really happy that I get to send you this message. I'll start by maybe talking a little bit about my spring break. I hope you guys all had an awesome spring break. The sun was absolutely beautiful. And it just felt so good to really have like the sun hitting me on my skin, and it just felt amazing. So I was super excited, and it's back today, which is really awesome. It kind of helps. It helps bring some happiness and some joy in this time. So awesome. My first thing I want to tell you about spring break is my favorite part of my spring break. One of my favorites. I have several things that I feel blessed that my spring break was actually pretty awesome. One thing that I did on spring break that I feel is probably like my top favorite thing is I threw a dance party, you guys, in my living room by myself. It was so cool. It was amazing. So most of you that used to, instead of going to morning recess, stay in classroom with teacher, you guys remember how we used to have dance parties. So you know how happy I can get when it's time to dance, right? So I threw this dance party in my living room by myself the day before Easter. My family, when I was growing up, Easter is a big deal. And so there's these huge, what's called a fish fry, where you fry fish and shrimp and people are dancing and all the family and friends are getting together and all this stuff, right? And so I didn't have them here, my family here with me, because when I moved here to teach, I left lots of family behind. So I didn't have them here with me. It wasn't all the way the same, but it was really cool because I still like cooked the same food that we would have cooked together. And I danced, you guys, for about 4 hours. I just kept dancing. I don't know what came over me, but I was so happy. And I laughed at myself because the next morning when I woke up, I kid you not, when I woke up, I got out of bed and I said this. I said, wow, that was a really nice party that you threw last night, Dee. As if there were tons of people here, but there wasn't. It was just me, and I had so much fun. I can't explain how good the feeling was to just dance like that and to just celebrate and be happy and be joyful. It was one of the best parts of my spring break. Another cool part of my spring break was, okay, so you guys know how I like to be like, tell you guys to be positive. Well, this tea that I brought. Actually, I can show it to you. I'll go get it. So this tea that I like, I have a favorite tea, you guys, and I was sitting and enjoying the beautiful sunshine, drinking my tea outside on the porch on the balcony. And I drink the tea so much. I always drink it, but I realized when I was drinking it this time, for some reason, I was just looking around while I was having the tea, and I looked down on the tea bag. There was this little note, and it was a positive thought. Okay, so the tea, I was attracted to it because it's called positive energy tea. So let me grab it so I can show you guys. All right, scholars. So the tea is actually called, you see, yeah, the tea is actually called positive energy. So I'm gonna love it, right? And so I thought it was so cool that the tea was called that, so I brought it. And I also like the fact that it's sweet tangerine, which is a pretty fruity, very flavorful tea, right? So anyways, so it comes in as a tea bag, right? So when you open the tea bag, of course, your water has to be hot and stuff like that, scholars. And so you put the tea bag in the hot water. You put this in the hot water, and then this will kind of like turn the water brown, and slowly the flavor from the package will like marinate or get into the water, right? And it becomes this cool tea. Well, okay, so all the time I was doing that, I didn't know that on the end of the bag, and I don't know if you can see it, but this little square white square right here has a little positive note on it. It's really, really cool. So that was a cool thing about my break. Another cool thing about my break was I got to see my family. So I could not drive to them. My closest family member is about 2 hours away, scholars. So I could not drive to see my family. But I got this message from a family member that said that there was going to be a family Zoom. So I was like, cool, that sounds cool. So I will connect with the family on Zoom. It's kind of like a video chat thing, right? So I was thinking in my mind when I got the message that it would be like my brothers and my sisters and mom and dad. Well, I got on the Zoom, scholars, and there was about 25 to 30 family members right there, all with smiling faces that I had not seen in such a long time. I was amazed. And I told them, I said, and they laughed at me, and you might laugh at me too, but I said, look at all these brown faces. I was just so excited. It kind of just hit me all at once when I realized I kept going. I scrolled through the screens where I could see all the faces, and I was really excited. I'm like, look at all these brown faces. You guys, I've been away from family for so long that I forget how that feels. Like I saw all these people that look like me, the hair, and like I saw these cool braid styles and stuff. And it was so funny. It was a cool chat. My family was joking. They were arguing about who made the best dinner. And the guy who said that he made the best dinner, we were like, show us. And then he got really quiet. So it was pretty funny. Anyways, I had awesome spring break, you guys, and I hope your spring break was awesome. I want to hear how it went. Did you use any of your math? I want to know, did you see a different family member that you don't get to see or talk to? Did you get to be outside or travel any, walking or riding a bike or going somewhere? I would love to hear what you did and how your spring break was. So if you want to write me and use your words, please do. I would love to hear from you guys, scholars. But anyways, I hope your break was awesome. Some things that I'm looking forward to. Oh, I want to show you guys this too. Something that I did for spring break. Hold on. Let me see if I can move the fan. Sorry, I have to show you guys this. So when I graduated, I didn't really have time to blow up one of my graduation pictures, but it was on my mind to do it. So I don't know if you can see this, okay? But check it out, okay? That's me And you guys know I like to dance. So that's me like dancing across the stage when I graduated. And I blew it up. I had the time over spring break to blow it up and put it on my wall. And, it reminds me of when I see that picture, I get up every morning. I see that picture. It reminds me what awesome things you could do when you don't give up, because it was hard. School was hard. There was so much to do. It was hard. But when you don't give up, when you use things like teacher, I was really big on in class, you guys, um, using imagination and creativity, having positivity and positive self talk and that kind of stuff. And so, perseverance, we talked about that, and compassion and all that stuff, you guys, using that, really great things. You can accomplish really great things. And so, you guys, I believe that that is going to happen with us as we take our time in dealing with our new situation that we have of not being able to meet in school and class anymore. Using all the things that help us bring out our greatness, like those things I listed, our patience. That's our attribute for the month. Our creativity. Speaking of creativity, you guys, and just to give an example of kind of what I'm saying, on spring break, I walked out to my mailbox. And in my mailbox, I found this. It's a letter from a beautiful girl in our class named Malia. I was shocked because I didn't expect to get it. It wasn't in an envelope. So this tells me, check this out. This tells me that Malia, and I'm not surprised because she does this a lot, was very creative in thinking of a way to be creative to kind of to approach a problem of, not being, or a challenge of not being able to meet in person. She knows that we don't live far apart, because I live by the school. They live somewhere near in here, around here in Ocean Shores by the school. And um, they, she must have thought, I don't know whose idea, but to drop this in my mailbox. They must have driven up or walked with her family and put this in my mailbox. And it was a creative idea, a way to be able to communicate and be positive in this challenging time, and to still be able to share her thoughts with me. And it was just awesome. So, guys, stuff like this, and even things that we thought we'd never do or never be able to do, I think that that's going to be something that we'll see ourselves doing as we face this challenge. Um, will we struggle? I think yes, because that's a part of learning. Does our struggles mean that we're failures, or that we won't succeed, or that something bad is happening? No. Our struggles are going to help us think more. They help us expand our thinking. Going to help us, kind of like exercising. Help us to learn and help us to grow. And not only that, but when we learn and grow, well, when we have struggles and we persevere and learn and grow through them, something cool happens. We don't forget the learning, because it took some perseverance and some struggle. When we finally accomplish our goals for learning, we won't forget our learning. Because when you do things you never thought you'd do, it's hard to forget them. So please keep that in mind, scholars. Also, prize box stuff. I'm working out a way to be able to mail out prizes as we continue learning from home. when I get your awesome work and assigned stuff. So I'll tell you more about that and let your parents know. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being amazing. And thank you for being you. I'll see you later. Bye.